Steph, Abby, and Matt. You're only a what if away from great holidays. What if? It's Aussie for travel. Steph, Abby, and Matt.
Brisbane wakes up with Steph, Abby, and Matt on B105.
Welcome to the podcast, everybody. The whole team's in here for a Friday podcast. Make some noise. Caitlin's brought some margarita glasses in for Abby. She's sitting in the corner on a chair, in a cuck chair.
Is this what it is?
Go at it, boys. Caitlin, what are the glasses for?
They're for margaritas. Oh, sorry. They're for margaritas, but we're about to film a very funny video on the Stav Abby Matt Instagram account.
We are filming today.
A very short video, which will be very fun.
Right.
Do these get filmed?
So these get filled, is
Yes.
what Abby asked. Yeah. Yes, they do.
Give me one margarita. How does that song go?
I can't remember.
Not accurate.
I'm going to open my bleep.
That was the most British thing you've ever said.
I'm going to open my bleep. Shall you care to join me in my quarters?
We're going to push the beds together.
So if we're doing a margarita sketch, I'm going to assume this will be on OnlyFans as well.
That's where the money is.
These are such nice gloves.
All right.
Okay.
Well, sounds like the girls are busy. Let's get into the podcast.
Last week I was telling you guys that hubby and I went to go to, where's it, marriage counselling? I don't know. We were just, we're arguing so much that we're like, let's go and see someone so that we can determine
Find out who's right.
Well, it's either marriage counselling or a solicitor.
Well,
And you can usually tell the difference.
yeah, well, we say that we're trying to organise building a house together because we've been trying to move for ages, right? For years and years and years. We wanted to be like those people that flip houses.
Yeah, right.
And then we realised to do that, you actually need to flip it.
They make it seem a lot easier.
They really
On
do.
the
And we always
television,
said the
don't they?
most expensive thing is going to be not the building process, but divorce. So we thought, well, let's go. And honestly, it was really, really good because we do love each other a lot, but it was just working out, I guess, how to argue better.
All right. Yeah, well, that's important.
Yeah. And one thing that he was telling us, and he's from Rapid Marriage Counselling, so we're like, we only want to go and see someone quickly.
It's like a pit stop.
Yeah, we don't want to go. Yeah.
You guys are good? Off you go.
Yeah, off you go. But he was saying, and I thought this is really interesting, and I've started to think about it a lot with all relationships in my life, is that you start a relationship and you love that person so much, and you might seem, little things that they do might be kind of cute or okay with it. And then after years of marriage, and we've been together for 15 years, the same thing that you thought was cute can become really annoying.
Yeah.
And that is so common, but you never think about it, that your tolerance level diminishes over time. It doesn't increase. And when you realise that, you then look at people after they've been married for 30 years and get divorced and you go, why now? And you realise that you need to learn to be more tolerant as time goes on, not less. So it was really good reminding my mum of that. Because she and my parents came up.
Yeah.
And I'd see it with them where things that she used to think was okay have now started to annoy her. Like leaving a coffee cup half filled.
All right.
And that could happen in any relationship.
Can it, Abby?
Yeah.
And what do
And
they teach you?
that I need to be more tolerant.
Yes.
Now, the backstory of that is Matt cannot finish a coffee in his life.
I like it hot.
I know, but then drink faster. And I am learning to be tolerant. And we all need to be tolerant, whether it is in the workspace, whether it is with our parents as well.
Yeah.
I have a hack for this.
Yes.
And I say this to everyone because I think it's true.
Imagine if they die.
These are the things that when they pass on, you will miss.
And I think of that every time I see you.
Like, Kat cannot close a drawer. Cannot close a cupboard. She walks into the kitchen. If she goes to get 3 things out of 3 different cupboards, 3 cupboards are open.
You know, she's worked this into her
Yes,
stand-up.
I know.
And it was so funny. Because she went to the last cupboard and she opened it and you were like, why is that? And she goes, oh, it just looked like they were odd, so I opened them all.
Yeah, it was the only one that was shut. But I think if she passed, I'd look in the kitchen and go, oh, all the drawers are shut.
Thank God. No, amen.
That hitman was totally worth it. No, I think I get that they can be annoying, but they're character traits of these people. And for the people that you're unaware that you're annoying them as well, because you've accepted it for so long that they don't understand why you don't accept
100%.
it. Yeah.
They haven't changed.
Yeah.
And it's just a reminder that love doesn't always get you through. You actually do need to be more tolerant as you get older, which is harder.
Yeah.
So go ahead, drink half your coffee cup. I love you for who you are.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
It would be nice if you could finish one so we don't have the wastage and you make another one. But you do you, boo.
I sounded legit.
Thank you, and I appreciate that.
So we have been together for how long?
18 years now? That was a guess. 14? 10. Stop looking at me. Answer the question, Matthew. How long?
I've been here for 7,
Yeah.
but you two had your thing before I came and squeezed my way
You
into
tell
the
me.
middle.
Hang on.
You got a
14 years in
15,
August.
15.
14 years in
14,
August.
14.
But it feels like just yesterday you were starting.
I was pulling a bus with my teeth.
You did do a very good job. It was only 10
Oh,
centimetres.
is that
but
why they
was fine.
poke out?
Oh, what did I just say,
Wow.
Matthew? More tolerant.
You're going to miss these big chompers when I go. Look at that. No one eating that apple. He would have loved that.
Empty
Would have been-
chair in the
he would have been-
corner.
He would have been at it like a horse.
I just think it's nice to remind
Hold my
each
palm
other
out flat.
of that. You little sugar cubes.
Yep. Had to stamp my foot twice for no.
And I love that about you then, and I love that about you now.
My big teeth. Thanks.
13, 10, 60. What do you... How do we question this? What do you have to tolerate
things we thought
about your
were
partner?
cute, but now
Yeah.
they're just not. You know, when you realise it's your partner's eating with their mouth open and you go, oh, that's annoying.
Yeah.
They've done it the whole time you've met them.
Yeah.
Cat hates it every time I walk through an automatic door.
You put your hand and you open it like
Use the-
Star Wars. I get
use
it.
the force.
Use the force. And I have to remind myself that that is cute and I thought it funny the first time.
Yeah, you did.
And 15 years later, it's still kind of funny. But it does look like you.
Otherwise the door won't open. You've got to do the hand thing.
13, 10, 60. What does your partner do that you used to think was cute, but now it just...
And you can't
it
say
grinds
breathing.
you?
That's off the table.
Yeah, that's... Yeah. Unless they got polyps and 13, 10, 60. We'll take your calls next.
Stab Abby and Matt for breakfast. B105.
It doesn't sound romantic, but they say the relationships that last are the ones that can tolerate each other the most. And when you put it like that, you go, that's so unromantic. But true, because I had a reminder that tolerance decreases as time goes on. So you've got to make an effort to work on it.
You can make an effort to tolerate
Well,
the
it's
person.
just in every relationship. I think some things that you thought were so cute at the start then annoy you later on. And you're like, why?
Repetition.
Because they should have learnt not to do it.
Yes.
No, that's not.
They should
yeah.
have changed
No.
to the person I wanted them to be. Trudy in Ipswich. What's the thing that you found cute at first and annoying now?
Good morning. So when my husband and I first met, we used to put each other's toothpaste on our toothbrushes every night.
Okay.
Put it on, balance it on there, and, it's a nice gesture. And then the gesture of, being angry at each other is to not do it. And right now, 26 years later, really pisses me off.
It annoys you when he doesn't put it on, you say, or annoys that he does put it on?
It annoys me that I have to do it. I seem to be the one that goes to the bathroom first, so it's always me. So now if I don't do it, it's like I'm angry.
Yeah. Why don't you try and make it like an effort to be in the bathroom last and see if he does it?
That's probably the best idea. I did get a new toothbrush and it's round, so it's very hard to balance it without the toothpaste going everywhere.
Yeah, because it's an electric one and it keeps falling over.
Yes. Yep. So I'm starting to break away, which is awesome.
Yeah, I actually do that
First
with the
sign
kids.
of divorce, Trudy.
The toothbrush.
Rapid marriage counselling.
Yeah. I always do it with the kids to see whether they brush their teeth because I'm not there in the morning. So I put it on before I leave and then I balance it all up and then see who's done it. They're like, yeah, I did.
Right.
God, if anyone needs tolerance, it's them.
Liar.
You'll miss it eventually, kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm working on my tolerance stuff.
Trudy, do you not think that you could just have the conversation and just say, hey, should we stop the toothpaste thing? Or do you think he'll think that's your way of saying we should get divorced?
I think so. I think it means insert counselling immediately.
Yeah.
But I mean, I have slowly broken that away, and now it's it's just tension.
Yeah, well.
Starts with the toothbrush.
It does.
Yeah.
And then it's someone else's toothbrush.
Wow, that's not what Trudy was saying.
That's what I was saying.
Good on you, Trudy. Thanks for calling.
Stab Abby and Matt for breakfast. B105. Hey, it's producer Ash here, and we're taking a look back at the week that was with Stab, Abby and Matt.
Today is dog day in the building to lift morale of everyone, and I'm going to suffer through it.
You know, it lifts morale when we see you trying to struggle to breathe. So, depends who
The whole office gets around.
Exactly.
This week was all about Origin, and it kicked off with a little homework.
It is Origin night.
Yes, we've set a little bit of a challenge for Matty because he's a big Queenslander. But he has to do a debate, right? The debate topic is Queensland deserves to win the series.
And here's for the negative?
Yeah, just for fun.
Right.
Do you want some help writing it? Because
ChatGPT
He's
is
just
going
doing great.
overtime
Yeah.
over here, so
Yeah.
do not stress. I never thought I would love AI. Imagine if this was around when I was in year 12. I would have actually handed something in.
See? Terrifying.
Then it was game night, which got Maddie really fired up.
Usually I would be texting a little more, but I held off last night, and then during the second half, I don't know how any of you felt. I was filthy at the end of that game.
you just felt uneased.
Yeah. I was so shaken and rattled at how that second half went. I had to wrap up my night.
What did you do?
I was telling
What
Stab.
did you do? This is good.
At the end of the game, I was so angry with how they let it slip. I had a scotch, took a melatonin and put my eye mask on and went straight to sleep. I was so annoyed.
Billy Slater did exactly the same thing.
My eye.
Abby's been busy preparing for her Mum's Gone Wild party, fully embracing the disco cowgirl theme.
Don't go falling for a country girl.
But her credit card was flagged after some questionable purchases.
Imagine if you're allergic to money. That would have been your real hard one.
I feel like I am sometimes.
Are you?
You know
Just-
who is
you get
allergic
it?
to money?
Your wife.
Yes.
Dirty cash, I need you.
Comes to her and then disappears.
My credit card got cancelled because I was trying to buy clothes and they said that they were a dodgy purchase, so it cancelled my credit card. The Falcon and I are not getting along.
Falcon's like, this is too slutty. We're not letting you buy it.
They're saying that it was an unusual activity. Well, it's not. It's me, and you should know me. Can I borrow some money? Because I want to be able to get the shipping in time.
I know who'll give you money.
Hey!
We opened the phones to take your calls on this.
Have you ever had empathy or feelings for objects?
Anthropomorphism is when you attribute human traits, emotions to non-human entities.
No, that makes sense. Like, I'll get out of my car and I'll look at the tyres and I'll go, oh, I'm so sorry. I was just in a rush. And I hit the curb. I'm so sorry.
Maddie and Griffin.
It is abandoned trolleys. Now it's transferred to my 5-year-old daughter. I have had to get out of a car because it's close to a shop and take this trolley home to its family so my daughter would stop crying.
Wow.
Woolworths thanks you for your service, Maddie.
And you know what they say? Dreams can come true. And this week, it's starting to seem like that might actually happen.
Scientists have unveiled a revolutionary headset that can record and replay dreams. That's mildly terrifying.
Everything's like Black Mirror. Remember that episode where they record everything and they go back to see what happened?
Yeah.
Do you know when you get in trouble for your dreams?
Yeah.
You're like, how dare you cheated on
Yeah.
me in my dream last night? That's so rude. But now it'll be like, oh, baby, I didn't enjoy it. I saw it.
Yeah.
Let's replay it. Let's replay this moment, shall
Actually,
we?
I would love
and
to.
Who do you think that is?
Can I watch the video of me cheating on you? That'd be nice.
To be fair, do you guys ever have those dreams where you're about to get down and dirty, but then just as the fun
You
part
wake
of it,
up?
it stops?
I know, it's so
I've
annoying.
never had a proper sexy dream.
Ever?
I always wake up.
Kicking you out.
I know. I'm even getting rejected in my dreams.
I'm so sorry.
No,
Ooh, okay, actually, wake
she
up.
seemed like she was keen,
I'm a bit tired.
and they've always
What do you
got
mean you're
headaches.
tired, Jennifer Lopez? I don't think I have a headache. I have a headache.
Why does she sound like a telemarketer?
Because she's got you.
Until next time, that's a wrap with Stav, Abby and Matt.
Stab Abby and Matt for breakfast. B105.
I had my credit cards blocked. It's always that when you try to pay for something, you're like, oh. I
Try
swear
it again. Try it again.
Wait a minute. I probably got my pin wrong. No, it's actually coming up with the code you don't have money in. Oh, okay.
I think that's always funny because I pay with my phone now, and
Yeah.
when my debit card doesn't work, I go, oh, that's weird.
That's
and I quickly change the card on it. But they know.
Yeah, they totally know because
They
now
know.
they get different codes that symbolise it. No, but this was an online purchase and it kept getting declined. I was buying a gift card
Yeah.
and it kept getting declined. So what do? Do it again.
Yep.
And do it again.
And again and again and again.
Again and again and again. And then I was like, oh, well, that's not working. So then I'll go and buy some clothes for our party that we're having. And then that got declined. I was like, oh. And then I got a text message from the bank saying that you have unusual activity. So it's been declined. So then I get on to message them.
You're like, what? Multiple transactions?
I'm sorry. I was like, I thought we had a relationship and you know me.
Yeah. When I'm not using it, shut it down. Something's wrong.
100%. Yes, exactly. If I go to a nice holiday destination, shut it down because I do not
She's
do
in
that.
the Bahamas? Definitely not her.
Yeah. But I was a bit like, annoyed, trying to write back to him and I had to call. And it was going on for a day or so. And then yesterday, I was like, oh, gosh, I've got to call them because they've asked. And
They asked to talk to you.
yeah, they did. They asked to talk to me.
I love it. Your credit card's not working and they've got to beg you to sort it out.
We have lost our business. So they transferred me to a guy and he was like, hey, is everything all right? And I said, well, no, because my credit card's been cancelled. He goes, yes. So that's what I wanted to have a chat to you about. And this is the Falcon.
Oh, the Falcon.
The Falcon. This Falcon department is
Yeah,
what they're
right.
called
The Falcon department.
now. And here's me a little
I
bit.
work in the Falcon department.
Would you like to work there?
I'd like to.
Every Falcon day.
Every Falcon day, I'd work at the Falcon department.
Falcon.
Wouldn't you?
Am I saying it wrong?
No?
You're saying
Falcon.
it right.
Yeah.
Falcon.
Falcon.
Anyway, whichever the bird.
Yeah.
So I was a bit annoyed that it was like not working. And then he goes, so what were you trying to do? And I said, well, I was trying to buy a gift card. He's like, uh-huh. And who was the gift card for? And I was like, it was for a real estate agent. He goes, oh, that's a bit unusual. You're buying something for a real estate agent? I was like, where is the judgy coming from here? I said, yeah, but it got declined. So then I tried to put it a few times and he goes, and no one's making you do this? And I was like, well, no, it's a bit of a weird one actually. And I started to tell him the story. And he's like...
Someone's done you a favour and you're trying to be kind.
I was trying to be kind, trying to do it, but it just kept getting declined. He's like, so where were you sending it? Where are they based? And I was like, in Brisbane? He's like, okay, can I have their email address? And I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, is something happening here? And I said, did I go to a dodgy website to get this gift card? He goes, no, you went to one of the most...
Reputable ones.
Yeah, so there's no issue with there. And I was like, can I ask what is happening? And I said, obviously a scam thing. And he was explaining that a lot of people are getting pressured now or blackmailed into buying gift cards.
Yeah.
And they then only have to put an email address that could be anywhere and then send it.
So he was verifying you.
He was
almost.
making sure that everything was okay.
Even when he said, is someone making you do this?
Yeah, because I guess a lot of people, what are happening is they might be geting, blackmailed with photos or something that's happened, buying these gift cards and then being able to send it. And my mood shifted then for going, oh, no, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But then did you have a moment where you started to explain it so in depth that it wasn't a scam that they were like, okay, maybe it's sounding like you are?
Well, no, because
I
I was being very cagey with giving all the email address. But then after that, I was like, oh, no, here's the full email address. This is where they're located. He had to search it up and just was like, hey, just making sure that everything is all right. Because, of course, what I did is I was like, I need it reinstated now. And I was a little bit probably aggressive with my, I need it reinstated. And they said to wait for a while, but then I tried to purchase it again.
Right.
But I was like, for them to be able to have to follow this up, and I really do appreciate it. I was like, that's good. But it does make you concerned of how many people are getting scammed for them have to go through this.
Well, that's what the Falcon's for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you go to Woolies, if you buy multiple gift cards,
Yeah.
and if you do it at self-checkout, it
Pings you.
won't let you pay. And then the person comes over and they ask you what
then are
you're
they
doing with them.
trained to be able to work out if people are buying them under distress?
I guess. I don't know.
Because
but
I
guess
can't imagine the poor staff have got that ability to be able to do.
Well, they've also become a way of keeping your money clean for, illicit purchases.
Really?
Yeah.
Did it not come out easy because you feel guilty? Like, what's going on?
I've heard that some people are doing that.
I've said
I
too
should-
much.
Well, because cash is dying, so it's another form of cash that can be digital.
Well, they've got
but
no way
can't be...
to track it either.
Exactly. So,
It's
yeah.
just an email. It could be an email for anywhere, and then it just instantly goes through, and then they can use it for everything.
That's good they're keeping up, though.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, no, you're right. I deserve to have that pause for a while.
Yeah. Wow.
I wonder if they've had people, like if people are being threatened though,
Yeah.
like whether they actually fess up and tell the truth then. Because, if they think that they're going to have some kind of...
I would imagine if
I get what you
they're-
mean. Like, do they then transfer it to a different
like
department
where
that
does,
might be
does
able
it go
to
to
help?
the police or what do they do?
I would imagine if they're that advanced, which is further than I thought they would be, there would be an underlying section of questions that would weed that out and get the help. Like, when, like, for lack of a better term to explain it, when you say, "Can I order a pizza?" and you're right.
Yeah, but I was just even thinking how many kids, I guess, have different cards as well, whether they've got blackmailed into it. And then what sort of, I guess, alerts would happen.
And is it just cash? If you go and buy $500 worth of V-Bucks, do they just go, oh, that's another mother who's been ground down? V-Bucks and Roblox are probably a different
They're like,
story.
are you okay? And I'm like, no. Do you think I'm okay? No.
Stab Abby and Matt for breakfast. B105.
Have you ever had those moments where you go into a shop and you go, oh, how much? Or you go to pay for it and then you have to do that fake or like, oh, do you know what? Actually, I'm just going to try another shop and then I'll come back. And then you don't come back because you literally feel like you're just joking at the price. But what happens if you do it and you just buy it? You just splurge? Because Christian Hall, who we all know from the show, he said that he wanted to buy these cushions. This is what happened.
There are 2 strawberry cushions that I pass by every day at a fancy shop window, and they scream at me. They say, buy me, love me, cuddle me, and I know that they're going to cost a fortune. Now, last night I posted about the fact that I desperately want these. Kira suggested just buy the damn cushions. Don't look at the price, tap your card, take them home, put them on the couch, and then tell us how much you paid for them.
So he did. And they were $319.90.
Each?
Well, for 2.
For 2?
Yeah.
I mean, that's still bad.
They're just cushions.
For pillows?
Yes.
He paid over $150 for a cushion.
Which are ornamental. Let's
Could
be
he
fair.
refund him? Oh, I'm so sorry. Maybe he was just hoping to get it for free and then he had to buy it. But I've been obsessed with this girl who got absolutely crucified for actually paying $16,000 for... Is it Hermes? Is that how you say it? The girl that
Hermes?
needs to... Huh?
Hermes?
Is it Hermes or Hermes?
I think the H is silent. Isn't it? Isn't it Hermes?
Hermes? Is it Hermes?
Hermes.
Damn, how embarrassing. But anyway...
And they're only $16 in Bali.
She tried them on and was like, yeah, I want to get them. And then went to the cash register, had already taken off the labels.
Right.
And then it ended up being $16,000.
And she paid for
slippers.
For slippers. She's from the eastern suburbs of Sydney.
Oh, of course she is.
She owns it. She loves it. Everyone was like, you what? That's ridiculous for that. But then she just wore them like putting out the bin.
What?
That's a lot of amount. That's a huge amount of money. For slippers.
Would that be an interesting concept? A store where it doesn't have any prices on it at all and you just have to pick what you want and find out what it costs at the end?
Wouldn't. I start sweating. You know when you made that error where you know yourself, I've done it many times, where you go, you know what, this is stupid, but I'll buy it. And one of them was just a soccer ball that was attached to a string for the kids.
Yeah.
I could have made it myself, but I just thought he would love it because he gets to kick it. And then I didn't realise the exchange rate.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like $100, but I thought it was like, anyway.
I thought you were like 20. I reckon the best tell, and this happens a lot if you walk around Robina on the, not Robina, sorry, Pack Fair on the Gold Coast.
Yeah.
Because it's got all the fancy places. If there's a security guard at the front door, I'm not allowed to go in there.
That's why I don't go into banks.
Yeah. Like generally, if they need security,
That's not my people.
That's not the type of place I shop.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, I get put off by that. When you go to the mall, when you're like, oh, no.
I expect it. I don't go into stores that don't have a security guard. Waste of my time.
You think he's joking, but he's not,
No,
guys.
to be fair, a lot of Audis do as well. So you were like, I can't afford this.
Audis have...
There was one yeah.
Really?
Maybe that was just a dodgy one we went to.
Maybe.
13, 10, 60. It's probably not going to be to a $16,000 standard. But have you paid a ridiculous amount of money for something that wasn't worth it? Like you've gone to the counter they've given you the price and you haven't had the guts to say, no, thank you. And I reckon one of those things...
Is your children's education.
Yeah, there's that. Would be hair.
Oh, yeah.
Do some girls get upsold on, hey, do you want the ling ding wing?
Well, now it must have
shampoo?
happened so often that now they change it and they give you a quote and print it out for you.
Wow.
And then you get it. But by then you're already sitting in the chair and you're like, oh, and this is what I always do.
They give you a quote?
Yeah. So you get a printout now. And then you go, oh, do you know what? I am going swimming after this. So can I just cut out, do you mind if I just cut out the blow dry? Is that all right? Because I'm just going to go swimming. So
You get like a list of like when you go to a mechanic.
yeah. Well, I think because of the shock after, and by then they've already done the hair.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do?
Run.
Do you want to shave it off now? Sorry.
A quote to get
Yeah,
your
did they do
hair
that to
done.
you, Ash?
She's on the phone, but...
Sorry.
Wow.
Do you get a quote like when you get your hair done now?
I did when I first started going to the hairdresser, and now I get a regular same thing.
Yeah.
So I already know.
Okay. 13, 10, 60. You're like, I don't know why I'm paying for this. Build-A-Bear comes to mind for me, but I don't know what your experiences have been like.
Don't you get to put a little song in there?
Yeah, well, the heads up that it costs you an extra $20 would have been nice to know.
And then the accessories.
It literally says build a bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did that. We don't need to dress it. It doesn't say dress the bear.
I didn't realise. The shoes are like the same price I pay for my shoes.
Yeah.
13, 10, 60. We'll get you on next. B105.
Stab Abby and Matt for breakfast. B105.
How did you spend that much money?
You sure you're not spending too much money?
Make sure nobody gets tempted to buy dumb stuff.
Seems like a fun game, but I'd never be able to do what Christian Hall did online. He just loved these strawberry pillows, so he's like, I'm not even going to look at the price, I'm going to buy them.
Wow.
And then revealed that they were $319.90 for both of them. I couldn't do that.
See, what I find
panic.
funny about that is he was shocked by the price, but if that was my wife, she'd be like, bargain.
13, 10, 60. What is the silly thing you paid for?
Kim in Rochdale, what did you buy?
Good morning. I actually purchased a ferret when I was living in Canada.
Yeah.
Solid investment.
Yeah. No, I desperately missed my pet, so I wanted a pet. I went to the pet store and there was rabbits and they were like $5. And then I saw this ferret and we don't have them here. So I asked how much it was. And the lady told me it was $1.99. And I'm like, oh, $1.99 in my head, thinking I can pay that. So I went and picked all of these accessories for her.
No.
And then, I went up to the register and I was too embarrassed. I actually paid it. But she was $199.
Wow.
Oh, and what
Apparently
year
they
was
make good
this?
pets.
This was in 1995.
And also, you would have
That
had
was
to
a
have...
lot of money back then.
Yeah. You would have had to have left it behind.
Yes, so I was there for 3 years. I had her for 3 years, but then I gifted her to the neighbours' children.
Oh.
But yeah, a lot of money. Had to live on toast for the next month.
Yeah.
Do you reckon the shop assistants can see your face? Like, do you reckon they know that you
picked your
have just...
accent?
Well, no, have just had that fear. Like, they know that you've just realised the price, but they've gone, well.
Oh, I think so. I must have looked like a deer in the headlights. And the thing is, because I thought she was so cheap, $1.99, I'd gone and got all of these accessories and everything as well.
Yeah.
Of course. Lauren's there. Hey, Lauren.
Hey, morning.
Dumb purchases.
What have you bought?
Oh, so dumb. A really expensive piece of nougat.
Okay.
That even exists?
Oh, yeah, it does. We were in a market in country France and, we're all hyped up going around and tasting everything and, it's amazing because you're on holidays and the nougat guy offers us a sample and we're like, oh, yeah, we'll try some. It was amazing, best nougat I've ever tasted. We thought, we've definitely got to get some. And so we said, we just want a really small piece because he said once it's cut off a giant block.
Right.
He said once it's cut off the block, that's it. There's no going back. You have to take what you get. And we said, okay, just the smallest piece you can give us. And so he starts small, and then as he starts cutting down the block, he makes it thicker and thicker.
Of course he does. How much?
So he puts it on the scales, and he goes, that'll be €30. And we said, sorry? How much?
How much is €30? That'd be...
It's like,
dollars.
How much, sorry?
60 Australian dollars.
60.
I know.
Was it good nougat? Oh. Sorry.
Yeah, he
delicious.
serves the best.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Yeah.
Okay.
But for that amount,
To Neil. Oh, yeah, this is a classic.
Hello.
Candles.
Yes, candles. I was at dusk with my friend KB, and we went and bought some candles. I don't know how, but our bill mine came to like $380.
Mm-hmm.
oh, how many candles do you know?
I can't even remember. I think it was like 3, and then some of the mood mist
Yep.
things.
And a candle cutter, because apparently you need that. You can't just do it with scissors.
Yeah, no, but they got me with the lighter.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What is special? It's got what?
You can't just do it.
It's a candle flame.
Yeah.
The long one, yeah. Really, the same as what you used to do for a gas lighter, really.
Yeah, the old Bic ones for $3.
But it's a candle. You don't want to.
Literally.
You don't want to light it wrong. Imagine if it starts to smell different. It's like, oh, not with that flame.
Literally burning money. Really.
Yes.
Courtney in Fitzgibbon. What did you buy?
So I bought a picture, like a print, wasn't even a real print,
Yeah.
and I needed to go to a frame.
Uh-huh.
And I went through the whole process with the dude, just going through the different woods, the different glass, etc. And it was a big picture. It was 70 by 100, so I was expecting it to be a little bit of money, but by the time I went through the whole process and committed to getting to the counter with him, he put it through at the counter, and I thought it said 170, and then by the time I had pressed enter on my pin, I realised there was an extra 0 on the end. And it was $1,700.
Frames, man.
They are so
That's how they get you.
expensive.
You could buy the Mona Lisa. The frame would be more expensive.
Danny in Maudslin, the dumb thing you spent a lot of money on.
I spent an absolute obscene amount of money, and if I knew what I was going to pay for it, I would never have done it. I would never do it again.
What was it?
Yeah, my ex-wife.
Brilliant, Danny. Well done.
No special comments, Abs?
Solid.
Stab Abby and Matt for breakfast. B105.
Brisbane's B105, Stav, Abby and Matt.
The girls have gone wild. Girls gone wild.
They've gone wild.
We're mums who never get out or do anything.
Give me 1 margarita, 2 margaritas, give me 3 margaritas, margarita.
Mum's gone wild.
Yes. Who wants to come along, have a margarita, have a dance, go home early, stay out late, whatever you want to do, it's your version of Mum's Gone Wild. If you want to come along, b105.com.au, click on the win page for you and a girlfriend to come along, just like Samantha in Sunnybank Hills would like to do. Morning.
Good morning.
Who are you going to bring along with you?
I would like to bring my sisters.
Sisters?
Ooh.
Yeah, I got 2 sisters.
Okay, all right, okay, yeah. I say one friend, but I guess you can't choose your favourite sister.
Wanna
Tell me
make a bet?
and I won't tell him.
I don't have one.
He's only got one sister. Not funny. What happened when last time you went to Nelly? Our producers said that he spoke to you about that.
Yes. So I got there, I fell over my niece's foot, apparently.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Her version of events. Yeah.
I got lost for about half an hour.
Okay.
I don't remember seeing Nelly at all.
Are you sure that you were there?
Yes. I've got photos and videos, but I don't remember any of it.
How much were the tickets?
170.
Yeah, okay.
I was even contemplating buying a ticket to like Sydney or something to
You can actually experience it.
No, you got the photos, you got the videos, you just have to relive those. So.
Right. Was that because you don't usually party a lot, so when you do, it takes off on you, Sam?
Well, I guess.
Or is that just standard practice?
No, it's
No.
it's not.
No,
I think it's what I always refer to as first night fever. You know, you just get so excited that you're going out.
Yeah.
Yes, I was looking forward to it so long.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be at Retros. We kick off at 4:30.
Yes, everyone can remember. Okay, Sam?
I remember the start at least.
Yeah. It is going to be an amazing night. Just a chance to blow off a bit of steam and have a good time right there at Retros in the Valley. It's a great spot. We'll see you there, Sam.
Awesome, thank you.
All right. You can register b105.com.au if you want to be there too.
Stab Abby and Matt.
Alpha Bucks, we're going to play at 6, 7 and 8 Monday morning. Here are some of the answers for Alpha Bucks.
Okay, at 6 a.m. it's C. Some of your answers are chin, cheese and cap. There was no comma between chin, cheese, and I read it as one word. 7 a.m. it's chin, cheese and cap. 7 a.m. it's B. Some of your answers are bandana, bongo and bread. And at 8 a.m. it's D. And some of your answers are deodorant, degree and dandruff.
Righto, see you Monday. Bye.
Stab Abby and Matt for breakfast. B105.